That one is CKD by BK right here on Inspiration 92.3 FM. If you're joining us, welcome to the show. This is the tea break, and it is time for Business Growth with RiRi, and we have RiRi in the studio. Good morning, RiRi. All right.
Good morning. What's up, Lagos? Trust you're doing great on this glorious day. Yes, you're tuned into Business Growth with RiRi, the show that is sponsored by FCMB, whoop, 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 and the show that gives entrepreneurs and business owners an unfair advantage. So today we're going to be talking about how to win that pitch. Because remember last week, I talked about how to write a winning proposal. So this week, you're going to be learning how to win that pitch. But the fact that they've called you shows that you're a winner. I mean, think about it. There have been so many people that probably sent in a proposal, and the fact that you have been called in to deliver your pitch shows that you are a winner already. So you should give yourself a clap for that, the fact that you've been called in. So what you need to do, is that you need to go back to your proposal and make sure that you read everything that you said about what you can do, because they're going to ask you questions. You may be in a product business, so you're going to bring in a product, you're going to showcase the best, and I want to tell you a story about what happened when somebody came in to see me, because as you know, I say that sometimes I do event planning, and during this season I was asking for charger plates, and this supplier came in and I was asking for gold charger plates, and she brought them in, but guess what, they were sprayed. So when I examined them, they were not actually gold, they were silver, but she'd sprayed them gold, So you don't want to do that. You want to showcase excellence. You want to showcase your best products, okay? So another thing that you should do is that you should research the person that you're going to speak to, so find out their hobbies, find out what they do, find out everything that you can about them. Now, if you're a service business like me, perhaps you may be asked to demonstrate through PowerPoints. Now, your PowerPoint is not your proposal. It's just a guide to help you with your presentation. So don't make it busy. Don't have too many words on there. Just make your pictures, simple. Make sure that the typeset is big enough so that everybody can see. Don't use capital letters, because capital letters means that you're shouting. Exactly. So just use them in headings or for a brief statement. Okay. So use fonts that are easy to read, like Arial or Times Roman. Now, another thing I want to tell you about with regards to, winning your pitch is I want to tell you about something called social intelligence. I'm sure you've heard about emotional intelligence and IQ, but social intelligence is something that can help you to win a pitch. And that social intelligence is all about how we get on with people, things that we have in common. So even when you are going for your pitch, there are things that you can do, like you can actually mirror the person. So if they're serious, make sure that you're serious. If they're smiling, make sure that you're smiling like them. If they put their legs in a certain way, but don't do it so obviously.
I don't do copycats.
Yes, you don't have to be so copycat, but there's something, because it just gives that person a feeling, it just makes them feel that they are connected to you. It's called mirroring,
But I have a question. You said you need to research the people you're talking to. What if you're just going to meet like a group of strangers, you've never met them, you don't know who they are? What do you do in that situation where you don't know who's on the panel? Okay, so yes, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you get the person's name, but if it's a panel, you have to research the company, know about the company inside out. Sometimes some of the things that I've done is actually gone on Google to see their news items, to see what's happening in the company for news, and that really helps me. So if you don't know the individual person, make sure that you research the company and know everything that's going on about the company. And they'll be surprised when you're at the interview and you're saying, oh, I know that you did this. It really helps. It helps, yes. So one thing that I want to say too is, remember I said preparation. When you're preparing, I've gone for many pitches, and I've won many and I've lost some. So one of the ones I want to talk to you about a failure, because when I won a pitch, it was because, as an event planner, I was just focused on one aspect of the presentation, and I got the job. So I took that same formula and went to pitch for another organization, and I didn't get it because I was just focused on one aspect of
the job spec. So they started asking me questions about other things. But because I had won it the last time just based on the theme, I came to this one and it didn't work
different.
like that. It was different. So what I'm saying is that when you are going out there to win, you have to research everything. You have to, you have to know the job spec inside out. Okay?
So tailor your pitch to that company.
Tailor it to
So
the
what company, what works for A will not necessarily work for B.
Exactly.
So there's no. So basically, you're saying there's no conventional pitch.
That's right.
So you have to tailor it into the particular company that you're going to.
Exactly. Okay. So we're going to take a break now. We're going to come right back soon.
Girl, running your own business can be so stressful. Getting financial support is such a headache. You still have family responsibilities on top. Girl, why are you laughing?
I'm so sorry. He just sounded so much like me before She Ventures.
She what? Please, I've been to enough programs. How is this one different?
Well, She Ventures offers a unique mentorship platform for women in business, from top entrepreneurs, including trainings and 0% interest rates on business loans.
That's right. Get the right guidance, counseling, and mentorship your business needs when you visit fcmb.com/she-ventures. So what are you waiting for? Join the platform today. She Ventures, supporting women with vision. Powered by FCMB. Terms and conditions apply.
It is still your number one family radio, Inspiration 92.3 FM, and it is tea break. And right now we're talking business growth with RiRi, and we're talking about how to win that pitch. And just before we went on the break, RiRi was telling us about how you need to research whatever company you're going to.
That's
you know,
right.
to give your pitch. You need to research that company, because a pitch that you used last week or last month for another company might not necessarily work for this company. All right, so really,
That's
take
right.
it away. What else do we need to know
Okay,
about winning
so
that pitch?
there's one thing, and it's something that I actually struggle with, but I find a way, and that's about overcoming nervousness. Now, one thing I would say about nervousness is that it's normal. So, but rather than keep saying to yourself, oh, I'm nervous, why don't you say, I'm excited? Because it's the same things that happen to you, So sometimes when I'm nervous, I breathe in and out, to take a deep breath like that. And sometimes, I just think about good things. I believe in myself. At the beginning when I started this show, I was talking about how to frame your mind for success. And one of the things that I talked about was affirmations. And you can say that when you are about to pitch. You say things like, I will win this pitch. I'm good enough for this role. I have the right skills. I have solid experience. And I'm making things happen. Also what I talked about at the beginning of, when I started this series, I talked about visualization. So you can actually visualize, and you can visualize the pitch actually going well. Believe you're a winner even before you've actually won. So that's another thing to do. But before I go on, I want to talk about FCMB She Ventures. It was played in the advert. I belong to that network, and as it said in the advert, it's a mentorship program. They run a 12-week extensive curriculum-based program designed to support Nigerian women in business, because it can be pretty lonely. But when you have the right support, when you have women that think like you, forward thinking, is very supportive. So this is what they do. They give you guidance, motivation, emotional support, and role modeling needed to grow a successful business. So this is a call to women out there who like to be mentored, and those who have been doing business for a while, just like me, because I actually mentor people in this organization. So kindly visit businessZone.fcmb.com/sheventure-mentorship to be part of this amazing, life-changing initiative for women. So I just wanted to, say that again. Okay. So once again, this is RiRi Okoye, the Business Growth Show, sponsored by FCMB, and I've been talking about how to win that pitch. I said preparation is really important, and I also talked about understanding social intelligence and trying to find out things that you have in common. I also talked about overcoming nervousness, because nervousness is normal, but sometimes you just have to find strategies to help you.
Do you have any of this? Do you have like a practical strategy that people can use to overcome nervousness? Because not everybody is as, outgoing and as confident with public speaking and things like that. They are better, when they're typing, and if you look at what they type, you fall in love. But just to come and talk, and they're already shaking. So how do you have any practical tips on how to overcome nervousness?
Sometimes it's about reprogramming your subconscious mind. So that thing that I talked to you about with affirmations. But sometimes I also tell people to give it a name. So if that name is Bob, in your mind you'll say, go away, Bob. Don't come here, Bob, right now. I'm going to be on Inspiration FM. I don't want to be nervous. Bob, disappear.
Go away, Bob.
There's nobody out there called Bob. But you can find any name, but sometimes you have to name it. It's really, it takes practice, is what I would say. But once you can find those tools, either through breathing, I said, or affirmations, or actually calling it that name. Bob, get thee behind me.
Get thee behind me, Bob. So what if we've done the pitch, right?
Yes.
But then, you've always find yourself in situations where you forget to say something, and then you walk out and you're like, hey, I forgot.
It happens.
So what do you do in that? You run back and say, wait, I forgot to add this.
You can't go back in. The thing about it is that you just have to believe that you have done your best. And that's all you can do. I mean, things happen. We're human beings. We're not robots. So if you've forgotten something, just leave it. You'll be surprised. I've been to pitches where I felt that I didn't get it. And they rang me up later and said, you've won it. Just as long as you have prepared well, done your best, you're just going to have to leave that. I have some more things before we finish. There's another important thing that is important about winning a pitch, and it's arriving on time. Nigerians now, we're always like, Nigerian time. No. If you don't arrive on time, it can make you nervous. Imagine if you're going to pitch at 11 o'clock and you come there at 10:55 running around looking for the people. That's not going to make you prepared, is it? So make sure that you arrive on time. It could be setting your alarm, just doing those things to make sure that you are prepared.
What would you say is on time?
On time is about half an hour.
Some people will say 10:55 is on time at least. It's starting by 11 and I'm here 10:55, I'm on time.
Things can happen, like Lagos, especially if you're in Lagos, traffic. With this show starts at 11:35. I'm always here by 11 because, anything can happen on the road. So you don't want to be in that situation, especially if you're trying to win a pitch. You want to be there at least, I would say, for me, when I'm going for a pitch, I get there an hour. Because, yes, I do. An hour before, because I just don't want story. You know how it is. A trailer can come on the road and just scatter everywhere. So it's up to you. Some people may say half an hour. But I would say if it's a really important pitch that you want to win, try and be there as early as possible, an hour. Another thing too is dress to impress. When you feel good, you look good. So go into your wardrobe. If it's that suit, that dress up. Make sure that you look the part, because when you do that, it helps you with your confidence. It helps you, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I'm somebody, I look great. I'm not bad, So dress to impress. Another thing that's important is that first impression, so make sure that when you go in there, you're smiling, greet people. Another important thing that you can do before you actually even get to the interview is to make sure that your mouth is fresh.
Amen.
You've got aroma, and that type of thing, because sometimes that can be the thing that will spoil you. You've got a good presentation, but you haven't really washed up and smelt your best. So that's important. Another thing is body language. So as I said, not just the smiling, but just walking in there with confidence. Show up. The fact, as I said to you before, thousands of people probably went, wrote a proposal and they called you. So this is your one chance to shine, to show that thing that you wrote on your proposal, you can actually demonstrate it. And speak with confidence. What I'm saying with speak with confidence, I'm not saying that you have to speak like an American or, that type of thing. I'm just saying that open your voice, speak loud so that they can hear you, because there's nothing worse when somebody comes in and you can't hear them, and they've probably got a good presentation, they probably can do it, but maybe it's a nerve. Open your mouth, speak wide, and then that will help you to project your voice, just have emphasis on the pain that they're going through and the solutions that you can give. And sometimes they're going to ask you questions. They say, have you got any questions? have you got any questions for us? And then, some of the things, because my daughter actually, she recently won a pitch for a company. She's going to be starting as as an intern for a global company. And she was really nervous. And I said to her, Chisholm, I said to her, believe in yourself and make sure that you ask questions. So one of the questions that I would say to ask is, say to them, if I achieve the goals for your company, how would that look a year from now? So that is you sort of asking them, if I come into your company, how is it going to look? And that gets conversation. They'll be talking about what things that they want to achieve and all of that, So that is something that you can do. Now, the final thing that you've got to do is call to action. I'm always into marketing, and even with a pitch, call to action. Say to them, are we ready to get started? Shall I draw up a contract? Would you like to sign up? I mean, a lot of the times they'll probably tell you that they'll get back to you, but it's something to do to show that you are enthusiastic, So always do that call to action so that they know that you are really interested in winning that pitch. And I wish you all luck, everybody. Everyone that's going out to win a pitch this week, use these methods and, just believe in yourself.
Yes, thank you very much, RiRi.
Thank you.
Like she said, everyone out there that is going out to to sell themselves, to pitch something to a company, we wish you good luck. Just use these skills that these tips that RiRi has given today, and we wish you good luck. We hope it works out for you.
Okay. So once again, it's RiRi Okoye from Business Growth with RiRi, and this show is sponsored by FCMB, My Bank and I. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Starting and growing a business is not an easy feat, so you need all the support you can get. What if the right support were just a few clicks away? It actually is. Say hello to FCMB Business Zone. FCMB Business Zone is a one-stop online platform that gives you access to a wide range of business resources, including certified online learning, advisory services, ESCO services, and so much more. What's more, you can make your business offerings visible to more customers by signing up as a merchant on FCMB Business Zone. You can also join any of our over 20 communities of interest and effectively grow your business network. To get started on the Business Zone, please visit businesszone.fcmb.com. Sign up on FCMB Business Zone today and get access to new opportunities to network, learn, and grow your business.
FCMB, My Bank and I. There is no station that got your back like we do. Inspiration 92.3 FM. We got you. The Empowerment Radio Show with Dr. Austin Owumer, aka Mr. Empowerment, co-founder of P1 Group. This program is designed to help you see life from a different perspective. Consider this your guide to a whole new meaning of success. This program will broaden your horizon as an entrepreneur, help you change the way you see yourself, and put you on the path of greatness. The Empowerment Radio Show with Mr. Empowerment is on at 4:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Inspiration 92.3.